Hello! What is up, beauties? Thanks so much for tuning back into this week's video. However, if this is the first time that we are meeting, my name is Ashley Nicole Arias, and I thank you for stopping on by. So it's been a while since we've chatted like this. I kind of miss it, to be honest. And I'm choosing a little bit of a different angle here because I wanted to get all cozy and share some of the things that I have been thinking about lately. If you have not noticed on my channel, I'm kind of all over the place right now. Basically, I'm trying to figure out what kind of videos I like making, and while I do like the whole realm of self-development and mental health, I'm also realizing my love for crafts. And I have to say, it's making me real happy to make those videos. So I think I'm just in this mode of experimentation right now, of allowing myself to try different things out and see what sticks. And so there might be a lot of variety with videos right now, but I'm hoping that after all this experimentation is over, that I will find a niche to kind of settle down in. But if you are still here with me, thank you so much for sticking around and witnessing my growth. I guess when I first started this YouTube channel, I thought that I needed to get it completely right the first time and to just stay in my niche, but I realized that having that kind of mindset made me really rigid and it didn't really make me happy. So allowing myself a little bit more freedom to experiment and go into different areas of my interests just brings me a lot more joy and makes me feel more fulfilled. Speaking of experimentation, I have been rethinking my morning routines lately. I've just kind of been feeling like I've been on autopilot. I really don't know why I'm doing some of the things that I'm doing. Like, I have this general routine, and while that has been helpful for me for the past year or so, I feel like it's gotten to a point where I'm almost bored with it, where it feels like I'm doing it just for the sake of doing it. Like, it's not fulfilling for me anymore. It feels like I am just completing the task so that I can check it off in my bullet journal and say that I've done it, but I don't feel very invested. It's become more of an obligation or a have to or should rather than wanting to, you know? And being the type of person that I am a type 6 in an Enneagram, if you guys know what that's about. If not, I will link it in the description box below so that you can take the quiz and figure out what type of personality you are if you would like to do that. And being a type 6, I am all about security and having structure. So having a morning routine for me every day has been the thing to get me through quarantine and being holed up in the house all the time. But now it feels like I've leveled up a little bit and I need a little bit more of a challenge and just variety. And I think it's because I'm going through this self-evolution where I am now craving spontaneity and flexibility in my life. Something that I realized about myself through this process is that I tend to stick to things that are no longer working because I feel a sense of obligation to complete it or to see it through, even though inside I'm not really feeling it. And I think I am beginning to learn that it's okay to quit things or to stop doing whatever it may be when it is no longer helpful. And I think there is some benefit to meditation and journaling and bullet journaling, but when it becomes a difficult task that I am begrudgingly completing, that is the time, that is the cue right there for me to stop. And I started to realize that I was documenting my life more than living it. Like, I would try to remember things that I did that day or when I slept or if I did these certain habits so that I could check it off in my journal, but it didn't really feel like I was present in the moment and was really excited about the things that I was doing. Is more like an assignment, and that is not the kind of mindset that I want to carry into 2021. So there are some things that I'm realizing I need to adjust about the way that I live, and I think it's because the new year is around the corner. And it's really getting me into this reflective space where I'm like, are the things that I'm doing right now in my life really helping me, or are they holding me back? And I think I am just having to learn how to be okay with not having a routine. And honestly, it's like the craziest thing for me because of how schedule oriented I am. But also, I don't want to keep putting myself in a box and saying, this is the only way that I can be. So dropping my habits is kind of a way of showing myself that I am capable of being a different way, of evolving. And so yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. And if you are feeling like you are forming this obligation in your head to do certain tasks, but your heart's not really in it, then this is your wake-up call that it is okay to quit things when it's not working for you. And it doesn't mean that you failed. It doesn't mean that you didn't try. It just means that it's just no longer working for you in the moment. And it doesn't mean that you can't come back to it later. So yeah, I hope that helps, and thank you so much for tuning back in again. Before you go, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below, as well as the bell, so that you get notified every time I post a new video. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. I hope to see you next week, but until then, have a beautiful weekend, my loves. And stay sunny.